Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had fun,
So I put a review out of the Lifetime Pickleball and got a couple of interesting comments back. One of them was that it's actually like a legitimate patented technology, which isn't the case with most other balls, from what I
Right.
understand.
For sure,
The
no.
next one is that it's non-USAP approved because it has too many holes, which I didn't even really think of. I'm like,
So
I think that's so irrelevant for a ball to be USAP approved or not.
right. So what happened was you posted that and then we put it in our newsletter. And I think probably the same person that commented on whatever you saw also sent us in an email like, hey, this is another thing to talk about is this. And I was like, no way, that's right. And then I went, found all the rules. I think I did a talking head on it too for the dink. And yeah, it's got 8 too many holes to be USA approved, USA pickleball approved. But
I don't get why
why
that
does
even
that?
matters.
Why does that
Why do you even
matter?
need to have a hole count for it to be approved? It should be how it bounces or how it flies, and like it
Yeah,
shouldn't matter anything else. It shouldn't matter whether there's 3 holes or 100 holes in it.
yeah.
Like that makes no sense to me,
Could
to be
we?
quite
Are we
honest.
going to label this Holgate now for the lifetime pickleball?
Holgate. I think they're doing just fine. Now, another interesting comment was, you know how Lifetime has basically repurposed tons of their basketball floors
Yeah.
to pickleball courts?
Yep.
Part of somebody said, and this would be totally genius if it was actually true. I'm hesitant to give them this much credit, but they said that the ball obviously bounces more than other pickleballs, and if that is to compensate for the fact that their courts are deader because they're on top of basketball courts,
Yeah.
they're really living in like 2030 and we're in 2025. I just can't imagine them that being legit, but it worked perfectly for them.
Yeah. If that is true, that's amazing. But it definitely fits the narrative, right? Like, I mean, I've played on those plenty of times, and it's definitely the ball doesn't bounce nearly as high on those types of floors, so that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, dude, so past weekend in New York City for the APP, you had the wildest scoreline against Alex Crum, who Alex Crum we had on the podcast last week. He beat Federico Stocksrud and had an unbelievable run in the Atlanta PPA. Kept it going in New York. He took out Chris Hayworth in either the quarters or the semis, and then ended up playing you in the finals. You win the first game pretty comfortably, 15-10. And remember, this is rally scoring played to 15. Second game, take us through the second game that you guys played in the final.
I think the second game was just it was like a dogfight. We both were in there, and I don't think anyone was letting loose or giving up easy points. I think the lucky part for me was Crum did not go and string 3 points in a row throughout the match. So that was one good thing for me. But like he was always coming back, evening out the score. I ended up getting a lead at 14-12, but there's a freeze at 14. You've got to win on your serve. So we had a long point. I hit a few good balls. I thought I kept the last ball low, but he was there and he hit a win off it. And that's when actually it started getting entertaining and fun because we went on from 14-12 me and we went on up until splitting and like giving each other game points and match points, but no one was letting go. I at 21-20, Crum missed a serve. And that's when I thought, okay, this guy's going to cave now.
Was that his 21-20?
It was
Like his game
21-20 to
point?
him.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. He missed a serve. I think like shanked that serve. It wasn't even like top of the net. And I'm like, okay, now he's going to cave. And he hits the next return right on the line, straight, absolutely bang in the middle, right on the line. And I'm like, well, that's good redemption. I can't say anything to this. Yeah, it was a
That's
great match though.
fearless.
He actually played
Fearless.
really well. He picked up in the second game and we had some good points and it was a good match all around.
Yeah, no, super interesting. So you ended up winning 15-10, 27-25. That's the wildest scoreline I've heard in pickleball, with the exception of, I think, Columbus and the Squeeze played a game to 21, game to 25 last year that ended up going like 41-39. But like, it's about the same amount of extra pickleball.
Points, yeah, yeah.
Crazy, especially in a final. Like, are you getting tighter throughout that entire game? Like, if would it have, like, if you lose 29-27, like, are you cooked game 3? Like, I feel like the one example that I have of this from my career is in Indianapolis in 2023. Jay DeVilliers and I played a 21-19 final game in a game to 15. And like, anything after, and that was regular scoring. Anything after the 15 was like, it was barely pickleball at that point. Are you like
No,
tighter
I
as
think
that gets
I think
going?
we were still going, and yes, naturally, I would have been a lot tighter if I'd lost that set because I think in one of the points when it was, I think it was like 22-22 or something. I hit a good forehand line. Crum somehow puts a paddle on it, and I was sitting forehand like on top of the net, and I fired long. So in my head at that point, I was like, ah, shit. I'm like, not this again. Because I played the finals in Cincinnati. I won the first comfortably, and I was up in the second by a bit. And then Grayson got hot. And then he went on to win the second, and then just smoked me in the third. So mentally, I was even dealing with that. Oh shit, it's all over. It's all over again. What happened in Cincinnati? I won the first. I was up in the second, and now we're like dogfighting through the second, and then yeah. But I think it was just staying in the moment at that point and trying to go each point itself. But that second game, we did play good pickleball. We didn't go to a third, so I don't know how the third would have been. But the second game was good pickleball. We had some good points.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, well, congratulations. First APP gold medal. All right, guys. So, I'm always trying to do whatever it takes to stay up to date with pro pickleball. And that includes stuff obviously on the court, but also more importantly, off the court. I recently came across Superpower. It's a concierge health platform that gives you real insights into your body with over 100 lab tests, including blood work, toxins, gut health, all of that cool stuff. I feel like the healthcare system, not to get on my soapbox, but the healthcare system is very much about fixing problems and not so much about identifying problems before they become problems. And so I like to be proactive with my health. And so I tried out Superpower. I use it to dial in my recovery, energy, focus, and now it's available to PicklePod listeners as well. So if you're curious what's actually going on inside your body, this is how you're going to find out. Check it out at superpower.com/start/dink, or check out the link in the description box. I just did my tests with them. I'll let you know how it goes as well. Like, I'm excited to see just how this entire process works with Superpower, and if there's some really interesting insights that I have that can help me up my pickleball game as well. So definitely worth checking out, and really, really excited to partner up with Superpower.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had fun, yeah.